The start of the Brave journey last year was pretty significant in our lives. We had just been diagnosed with breast cancer. At age 39, we had a 7-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter, and just were kind of lost. I was worried. I tried not to show it, but I was pretty worried. I mean, how do you go through such a big deal with 2 small kids? And it's a lot to take on. The timing was, I know God's timing, perfect timing. I remember standing in the auditorium for the service, and it was the service with the music, You Make Me Brave, the same weekend before I was due to start chemotherapy. So I had shaved my head, I had prepared, we were ready, and then that song came on. And I know it wasn't coincidence, it was exactly what I needed to hear at that moment. I was putting on a brave front, but inside I was crumbling when I heard that song the first time. I remember starting to cry during the service, and my husband grabbed my hand, and at that point I thought, okay, I can do this, but I didn't yet know what bravery was. I hadn't even begun. So I think I had hoped I knew what it was, but it was yet to come. So my heading for last year's Brave Journey was asking God to guide us through breast cancer, guide us through the storm. The biggest storm was my body and making sure it was going to recover and get through this, but also just the emotional impact that it has on everyone around you. Watching your kids suffer and asking if mommy's going to die, and watching them cry, watching my daughter be afraid to come close to me or to touch my head because it was bald. I sat in the chemo suite with so many other people who had it way worse than me. That was God's way of saying to me, yes, look, you can do this. You can do this every day, as hard as it is, even though your kids are scared, even though your husband's scared, your family's scared, just keep going. You can do this. Put your eyes on me, and I will lead you through. I will get you through the storm. We had to let it go and trust. We put our boats in the fire, we burned them, and we knew that we had to just keep our eyes above the waves and just trust, let go. Letting go and surrendering to God, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard at first. There was a lot of tears, there was a lot of questioning why this happened to us. And then I think both my husband and I realized that we don't have the answers. We had to just let go, there was no other options. I had to let go, I had to just trust that this was the plan for me. There's more to this. This is what's gonna teach our family. It's gonna bring our family closer than we ever knew was possible. It's gonna teach us life lessons that we didn't know we could learn at age 39. So I think letting go was hard, but also the reward was so worth it. The result of keeping my eyes focused on Jesus was not only pulling me through the storm, but my kids and my husband and our relationship as a family. Before Crossroads, we didn't have a spiritual relationship. We weren't praying with our kids. We weren't praying together as husband and wife. We just weren't. That just wasn't part of our life. Until we began this brave journey together as a family, we didn't have that openness. What does it mean to be brave? For our family, I feel like means many things. It meant to keep going every day. For my kids to go to school, my husband to go to work as much as he could, and for me just to keep my body moving forward. You know, you have to be a little bit scared. I mean, that's normal. But I think bravery is just letting go, that He will provide. He is trustworthy, and I am brave.